Of the trilogy, Canelo versus Triple G3, taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada at the T-Mobile Arena on September 17th. Undoubtedly, two of the biggest stars in the sport, and assuredly one of the biggest fights on the planet. So let's go ahead and meet the principals. Now, coming to the stage from Gennadiy, Kazakhstan, here is the unified middleweight champion of the world, Gennadiy Golovkin, Triple G. And now making his way to the stage from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Simply breathtaking face-to-face. Just shows you everything this fight means. The trilogy, the undisputed Super Middleweight Championship of the World, T-Mobile Arena, September the 17th, live on the Zone pay-per-view, between two legends of the sport. The unified middleweight world champion, Gennadiy Golovkin, and the undisputed Super Middleweight Champion of the world, Canelo Alvarez. This is a breathtaking matchup, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, fight in the sport of boxing, and we cannot wait to bring you this fight, an incredible show on what will be an incredible weekend in Las Vegas. We're going to hear from everybody up here, of course, the training team, the great Eddie Reynoso, Jonathan Banks, Gennadiy Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, and first over to Joe Markowski from the Zone. Joe, off the back of a very successful pay-per-view against Dmitry Bivol, the biggest fight in boxing today.
Yeah, and a fight we've been trying to make with you and everyone up here for some time. Two of the greatest fighters in the sport, two people that we've got great relationships with, and two people who've had two spectacular fights before. So we've been working on this for a long time, you know that. We're very excited to have it back on the Zone pay-per-view, as you say, on September the 17th.
Obviously part of a huge global schedule upcoming, great victory for Bam Rodriguez at the weekend, huge fights coming up as well, but this one a real pivotal moment for the platform.
Yeah, it's the absolute sort of centre point of our schedule for the rest of the year. As I say, something we're trying to make for a long time. And we will continue working to deliver value to our subscribers. This is something they want, they've been calling for several years. We're delighted to have finally put it together.
Thank you, Joe. We go over to Gennadiy Golovkin. Gennadiy, welcome. A great face-off. Everyone get excited when you two come together. There was a lot said at the press conference in Los Angeles, and a lot has been said in the past. We know that you said you have respect for Canelo Alvarez, but when we look at some of the things that have been said in the past, you've called him dishonest and cheating and dirty. He wants to deceive people, low class, you want to punish him. These are all things said over since that second fight. Do you stand by those terms? We know you're a nice guy, but I think Saul wants to almost hear that from you. You stand by the words that you've said in the past?
Если вы считаете, ну, в первую очередь я хотел бы поприветствовать всех, да, все. Скажу так, что мне очень приятно находиться здесь, имея в своем оппоненте Канело. То есть это действительно выдающийся бой для нас, я считаю, так, для мира бокса. И вопрос, я, конечно, понимаю, то есть это работа промоутеров, которую надо делать. Я скажу так, я никогда не отказывался от своих слов, если вы считаете, что я так сказал, или просто... Я скажу больше, я в последнее время вообще не думаю, или не говорю, или вообще просто как-то не реагирую. Но скажу одно, у нас есть 17 сентября, где мы, наверное, закроем всю эту тему, где мы решим все наши вопросы, сказано, недосказано, будет сделано. Давайте дождемся 17 сентября. Спасибо.
First of all, I'd like to welcome you all, and I'd like to say that I'm very happy to be here and to have Canelo Alvarez as my opponent for the upcoming fight. I've said things, and I'm never going to say that I didn't say what I said, but I believe that this is an outstanding fight for me. It's an outstanding fight for the world of boxing, and I do not think that we have some like personal rivalry, but September 17th is coming. Whatever unfinished business we are going to meet each other in the ring and resolve it.
When you two look each other in the eyes like you did just then, it's a lot of tension, there's a lot of pride. How much do you want victory on September the 17th?
Я думаю, каждый боксер пытается добиться победы, то есть об этом даже говорить. Ну, было бы неправильно, что ты сомневаешься в себе или не пытаешься добиться победы. Тем более над таким человеком, как он, над таким боксером, как он. Да, то есть у нас есть, опять же, нерешенные вопросы. И 17 сентября, я думаю, мы все точки над «и» расставим.
I believe any fighter wants a victory. Of course, without any doubt, that's the desire, especially the desire to deliver a defeat to an opponent like Canelo. And again, whatever unfinished business we have on September 17, you'll see it being resolved.
Sal talked to the media about he will come with everything, he will come forward all night. He knows it's a risk, but he doesn't care. Will we see the same from Gennadiy Golovkin? And surely if we do, we may just see the best of the three fights so far.
Однозначно, я попытаюсь, я гарантирую, что я буду лучше именно в этот день и лучше самого себя, да, то есть. И попытаюсь сделать все, что я могу, все, что я умел, знал, то есть наставить себя полностью в этот день, в ринге. То есть я думаю, это будет лучшая версия меня.
Undoubtedly so. I guarantee to you all that you will see the best Gennadiy Golovkin. Whatever I know, whatever skills I have, I'm going to demonstrate them in the ring on September 17th.
Thank you, Gennadiy. Jonathan, thanks. Welcome. Take that microphone, get a bit closer to it. No, either one's fine. You've been around a long time. What do you make of the intensity of the head-to-heads? I know I heard you in the background saying, okay. But you know this man very, very well. He's a fierce competitor, but also steely head-to-heads between the two.
Yeah, it's going to be, like you keep saying, it's going to be a great fight. But to have him standing there for the longest of time make no sense, because it seems like tension's getting higher and higher. You know, so but like I say, it's going to be a great fight. Looking forward to it. Everyone knows Alvarez is a fierce competitor, definitely a fierce competitor, and G is too. So you got two titans going head to head, and it's going to be a great show.
There seems to be more calmness on this side of the table than this side of the table. Is that important to stay calm in this situation? Sal's talked about the intensity he's going to bring to this fight, that he won't take a backward step in this fight as well. Is that expected? Two thrilling fights between the pair of them so far.
Well, my personal opinion, I think Alvarez is best when he just beat himself. He always, he's a performer. This is what he do. You know, he's a world-class fighter. He's there for a reason. You know, he be himself, he had his way, he walked guys down, and he hurt guys, and he stopped guys. But also, on this end of the table, Triple G, he is being himself. He also hurt guys, he also walked guys down. So that's why I keep saying it's gonna be a war. if both fighters saying they're gonna come forward, then let's get ready for one of the greatest trilogies we're gonna see.
And finally, people talk about or question, the age of Gennadiy Golovkin, the move to 168, which a lot of people also think will favour him considerably. He just said there, you'll see the best Gennadiy Golovkin on September 17th. You believe that being in camp, this is the moment for Gennadiy Golovkin?
I believe this is going to be the best of Gennadiy Golovkin you're going to see, but not because of 168. I think both fighters, like especially even Alvarez, he goes down the weight classes. He does what he feels like he wants to do, what he's comfortable doing. And if G wasn't going to be comfortable at 68, I don't believe he would accept the term at 68. And as long as he's comfortable, he can be himself and do what he basically do what he feels like he needs to do to win. And I think both guys, obviously they're 100% confident saying they're going to come forward, they're going to put on the best show. They're going to put everything they have on the line on the night of the 17th of September. So therefore, I think that, to me, that right there is going to make it a great fight, because both of them willing to put everything on the line. So I think it's going to be a great fight again, and I think with a guy like G coming forward, I don't think the 68 is going to be a problem for him. I think he will make his adjustments early, and he will do what he needs to do.
Thank you, Jonathan, to another great trainer in Eddie Reynoso. Eddie, a great fight, lots of fire from Saul in these head-to-heads, ready for what we expect to be a great fight September 17th.
No, pues va a ser una pelea muy complicada, igual que las dos primeras. Venimos de una derrota y eso nos hace todavía redoblar esfuerzos, trabajar más fuerte, con más dedicación y esta vez sí esperemos ganar una pelea por
No, it's without a doubt, it's going to be a very tough fight, the same as the first two fights. We come off of a loss, and that will make it even more intense. He wants to fight stronger with more dedication, and this time we're going to even bite up.
Two different tactics in the two fights so far that Saul spoke openly about his willingness to be aggressive in this fight, to come forward and to take the fight to Gennadiy Golovkin. Something you're happy with as well, you see from his emotion, he's ready to go to war on September 17th.
Son peleas con dos tácticas diferentes, en las primeras dos, ¿no? Ahora en esta pelea se espera que sea agresivo, que presione a Gennadiy Golovkin, ¿no? Tú estás contento con la emoción que ves en él listo para la guerra que se presenta.
Sí, vamos a hacer una pelea más agresiva, una pelea desde el primer round, a ir a presionar la pelea, ir a hacer lo que sabe hacer Saúl y hacer lo que hicimos en la segunda pelea para ganar la pelea más claro, pero lo vamos a hacer mejor todavía.
Yes, I think what you saw in the second fight, to pressure, to look for the fight, to do what Saul knows how to do, and to do what we did in that second fight, to be able to win the fight and win it in a more convincing manner.
And finally, Eddie, coming off the defeat, I know you're a winner like Saul. It's important to bounce back in style in this fight. People who may question Canelo Alvarez from now, they've done it for years and he's continuously shown that he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Looking forward to bouncing back with a victory on September 17th.
Son un equipo ganador, Saúl, igual que tú, es importante poder reponerse y hacerlo de una manera exitosa y con gran estilo, ¿no? Obviamente ha demostrado Saúl cuál es el mejor boxeador libra por libra en el mundo. Está obviamente dispuesto a salirse con esa victoria decisiva.
Así es, nosotros nada más pensamos en ganar, nos vamos a preparar muy fuerte y pues todavía hay Canelo para rato, vamos a reivindicarnos, venimos como te digo de una derrota, pero eso nos va a hacer todavía mejorar más y ustedes lo van a ver en septiembre.
Absolutely. You see Canelo, that we still have lots of Canelo left for a very long time. We're looking to reivindicate ourselves. We're coming off of a loss, but this is going to make us improve even more, and you will see that this September.
Thank you, Eddie. So, loving these head-to-heads. I'm really enjoying it, as a lot of people are. So much fire inside you. You don't need to promote fights. You don't need to create hype. This is very real for you. Very real. You know, I've seen other fighters, whether it's Saunders trying to flick your switches, but you seem ready to go here almost today, let alone September 17th.
Yeah, like always, I like to respect my opponents when they respect me, right? And I don't need to do these kind of things to sell pay-per-views. I don't really like it. I always respect, but I think this time is different, and this is the person I am. I'm not try to be other person. That's why I'm acting like this.
You hear those quotes that have been said in the past, you know that they're here. Is it the frustration that he won't say them to you and just to the media? Is that frustrating to you?
No, it's fine. Right now, it's, like I say, I hate that kind of person, but right now this is the press conference and interviews is gonna end, and I'm gonna get in the gym and prepare myself 100% like a beast, because I just wanna fight. I just wanna. I wish September 17th was today.
When you talk about this fight, the first two fights, incredible fights, you acknowledge they were close fights as well. Is it important to draw a line through these fights now in this trilogy? You said in the press huddle earlier that you're going to continuously come forward in this fight. Someone asked you if you thought that was dangerous, and you said, yeah, it is, but sometimes you have to roll the dice. Is that the kind of fight that you want on September 7th?
Yeah, he's a danger fighter. He's a good fighter. No doubt of that. But if you want something like I want for this fight, if you want something, you need to risk, and I know. But I'm able to risk something to accomplish what I want.
The first two fights, you both landed big shots on each other. They both went the distance. You talked about your desire to knock him out, to retire him on September 17th. What gives you the confidence that you can end this fight inside the distance?
That's my goal. That's my goal for this fight, and I'm very confident because he's gonna know I'm different. I'm just more strong, more mature, and I just in my prime right now.
You think ruthless is a good word to describe your performance September 17th? You go in there and destroy Gennadiy Golovkin and end this for good.
Yes, sir.
And finally, to your Mexican fans, obviously September 17th, a thrilling weekend in Las Vegas. This could be the best of the three fights so far with Gennadiy Golovkin. You won't be happy unless you end this fight by knockout. Points victory will be nice, but
I don't wanna be this fighting going to this day. I think this is gonna be the best fight of us. The three fight is gonna be the best.
Thank you, Sal. And finally to you, Gennadiy, as well. Canelo says he must win this fight via stoppage. Is that your aim? Two very close fights before that you feel you've won. You feel like you have to end this fight and give it your all to end the fight inside the distance?
Absolutely, I feel very comfortable. If he said he wanted to strike me, it's a big moment for all people, all fans, boxing fans. I told you. September 17th, amazing fight for both, not just only for me or just only for him. For all fans, for all boxing fans, just for support, not just. We bring for next level, for probably right now, this fight, the best fight in boxing. History fight. The best fight. Come on, it's my dream.
Thank you, Gennadiy. Quite right, a history fight, a legacy fight, September the 17th. The undisputed Super Middleweight Championship of the world between two icons of the sport of boxing, the unified world middleweight champion Gennadiy Golovkin against the undisputed Super Middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez, live on the DAZN pay-per-view from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Tickets have gone on sale now. Be there. We'll be announcing the undercard in the next few days. Stacked cards, stacked night of action. Huge weekend for boxing, the biggest in the sport between these two legends. We're going to have one more picture here now with all the belts, and the guys will take care of their final media responsibilities before heading to the Yankees tonight. Thank you for attending. We look forward to a thrilling night, September 17th.